All processes to 300 cleared.
Chief, the data transfer is going smoothly. The A-line protocol is looking good.
It sure is. The response levels are really good.
If we can maintain these levels, we'll have some great results soon.
Yeah.
Chief?
Hey, Alan. Let's skip all 300 level processes and start from 400.
Huh? 400? Chief, but that's...
I feel pretty confident this time.
But, Chief... Remember what happened last time? Had we waited 10 more seconds to intervene, we wouldn't have been able to get you back at all. Can't we at least test it out in objective mode?
You know we can't get precise data that way. I'll be fine. If something happens, I'll get myself out. Besides, you want to test it out as well, don't you? We spent all night building the native A-line protocol.
Well, yeah, but...
That settles it. Let's get started.
All right, then. But if anything happens, I'm gonna shut it down from here. So don't press your luck.
All right, all right.
And don't deviate from the program.
Okay, Mom.
Jeez, this is so typical of her. Will she ever stop to think about the hell I go through for her?
You know, sir, the way you worry about Chief Uzuki all the time, I'm surprised you haven't keeled over already.
Hey, that's enough. Is the 400 level program ready to go?
We're ready to go anytime.
Then start up the program. I want detailed reports from every monitoring station. Any abnormalities, and I'm shutting down immediately.
KOS-MOS, I'll explain a bit about this place. This place is an imaginary space constructed within the network. It's modeled off of some ruins from early 2008. The mission is to fight the main target in the dilapidated building. The target is marked with the red vector box. There are objects in here that can be detonated. Some are effective if you set them off with the enemy. Use them to your advantage. Yeah, so this is the trap system, and it's not really that good in the first two games. But then they made the portable one deployable anywhere in the third game, so it was a huge improvement. But you just gotta kind of rely on them. And they're better in the first game. Now in the second game, I don't know, because everybody in that game, every enemy in that game is just Usain Bolt. You cannot outrun them. They will get you, and there's nowhere to run. Everything is just a tight corridor. So, good luck trying to use most of these in that game. But I'll use these somewhat in this game. Now then, let's start the mission. Alright then, let's start the mission. Blah blah blah. They said destroy all objects. Don't really need to know. Now this also came out before the industry at large really allowed players to manipulate the camera. So I won't be doing that either. Oh, also if there are two or more objects you select from, use the L1 and R1 buttons to choose to shoot. This is actually important here because actually I don't think it's important. Oh, maybe it is, because he just walked through the fire. Okay, so he didn't actually get stopped by the trap, so I'm not getting the bonuses here. So yeah, if you detonate the trap on an enemy, you get a bonus, like the thing that I described would give you bonus boost gauge, which is actually really good. But I want to eliminate this, and I didn't get it because I'm dumb. But yeah, I wanted to detonate the trap first. That would have stun locked him when they through, and I would get bonus boost gauge when I engage with battle. That happens with every fire container. Now, I believe there is also another shotgun. I think maybe Cryo. I'm not sure though. But Cryo is like very rare. I think it's only in one area game. I can't even remember what it does.
The enemies have been
We
exterminated.
won't be seeing it for a long time, by the way. It's near the end game. Yeah, that was my demonstration on how to fail using a trap. Now, I don't think I'm overly concerned with missing loot. I don't think most of the loot in this game is missable. You can always go back and get it. The exception is going to be with one of the side quests in this game. Actually, I will want to turn that off. I did not realize that vibration was on. Yeah, we'll take it now. This is just like the battle, do the real battle. I do have to be careful in the, until I get to like level 3, but because we don't have much HP at all at this point. So I do have to be a little careful, but I do think I will get plenty of item drops against these European items, so I don't think I'll be too worried. Like I said, they're very generous with item drops in this game. Yellow here slows them down. Oh yeah, let me turn that off. I can't take it. Got stereo and mono. I've got to turn off the vibration. It's going to annoy the shit out of me and drain batteries, so I got to turn that off. Everything else, we're good with. I don't think I need to look into the other menus at this point. Oh, that's the other button. Most of the items you can find in the field are either those destroyable containers or there'll be chests out there. And sometimes chests are hidden in destroyable areas.
Here we go.
I'm pretty much going to stick with her attacks with Shion until she starts learning new attacks. I want to try some things out with her. I know there's an optimal way to play everybody in this game, but I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to try to keep them as close to their classes as possible. I'm not going to use ether points to teach them each other's ether techniques. It really gets abusive if you want to. Alright, we leveled up. That's good. I'll fight everything. Yeah, I need to get to level 3 before I face the boss here. Otherwise, the boss is going to be somewhat difficult. Now, I did say earlier that this is pretty cutscene heavy, but it is mixed rather well because the field areas are actually quite hard. It can take several hours to get through, so you know there's plenty of gameplay in there to mix in with the cutscenes. There is a movie. There's about 8 hours of cutscenes in this game, so
The enemies have
those are
exterminated.
voice cutscenes. That's not even counting, you know, the NPC dialogue and stuff like that. It's like I need a mission key to open this door. Yeah, this is our whole thing is going through this tutorial area to find the mission key and beat the boss and complete the area. But the tutorial actually lasts for like 5 hours. We're going to be a tutorial mode for a while. And actually, I think that the first part of the game is probably the least fun part of it. Just because you're stuck in this area and the gameplay options are not really available. It just takes like so long to get through it. But there is a lot to discuss. Now you can see a little bit of her martial arts there. And she does go in for the close-up. But our dear Shion is trained in jiu-jitsu. But she doesn't get to do a lot because she's testing out a prototype weapon which is attached to her arm there. And that's what her attacks are mainly going to be consisting of in this game. Mostly because I don't really think that her melee is very good unless you're going to stat dump your attack points, which I'm not doing in this game. What's the point of having a class-based system if you're just going to allow the characters to break out of that very easily? Okay, we're going to fight our first mini-boss here. It's not actually that tough. Another game I should play is Zone of the Enders. I've always wanted to play that game, but I never got around to it, even though I own both of them. I own all three of these as well. My little sister was talking the other day. I wanted to buy Xenosaga, but then I went online and saw that it was like $200. I'm like, yeah, it's a bit pricey, but I've got it. In this battle, it's possible to pilot an eggs by selecting eggs as subject. Speaking of which, I haven't really been buying retro games lately. It's mostly been manga. First, to select eggs from the menu. You know, retro games are just getting really pricey anymore. Next, use the right-left directional button to select its position and press circle to call it. I did buy Xenosaga Episode 3, I think 2 and 3 when they came out, so on the day they came out. Well, I didn't actually buy 3 on the day it came out. That's an interesting story, because I went to the store on the day it came out thinking that it was going to be, they were going to have a copy. But they did not. The return is over after it's called. And I now know why they did not, is because they just underproduced Xenosaga Episode 3. And back in 2006, it actually, like, several magazines that won Game of the Year. It's such a good game. But it took me like a week before I could get the copy that I had actually bought reserved. Like, they were supposed to have a copy available for me. So I was a huge fan of this game series. I was hoping, that they would make up for it for what happened in Xenosaga Episode 2, just being the Black Sheep, and boy, oh boy, did it make up for it. Like, I can't failate that game enough. I just want to play it so much. But I've got 2 other games to get through before then. The eggs attack with square and triangles. You can each vary with different weapons. Furthermore, the sim menu will change slightly. W action. This is available when the same weapons are equipped on both arms. 6 AP is required. Most of this stuff you don't need to worry about because I'm barely going to use eggs in this game. These were supposed to be the mecha, like the Xenogears. They had the gears, and these were supposed to be the mecha, but they're not really that good in this game. This cannot be used when piloting an eggs. No items. Yeah, that's one of the major reasons that I'm not going to use eggs. Is that there's a lot of things that you can't do with them. Move, not that good at this game. You can demote eggs, probably the best thing that you can do with turning eggs. This will make you exit the eggs, or turn turns after you exit the eggs. They are good in the early game, but after like that 5 hours I talked about, I probably would use them again. Guard, reduces the amount of damage. Blah, blah, blah. Warning, you will not be able to recover during the battle if the eggs HP reaches 0. This is another reason not to use eggs. You get completely battlefield removal if you go down to 0 HP inside of them. Which, like I said, your best option when you're in the eggs is just to demote. But I'm not gonna do that. It is actually useful in your game, like I say. Mostly because Shion has pretty bad HPs and points. Now, KOS-MOS cannot get NAs. There are two characters in this game that cannot, so that's not actually a penalty. So that's like the biggest whatever thing in the game. Oh no, you can't get the ace. Yeah, whatever. They're complete trash. Poor Takahashi's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Eggs are awesome. Do you not know the beauty of Becca?
Status check.
I don't see anything unusual. All systems are stable. It's looking good. This ought to make up for last month.
I sure hope so. KOS-MOS has reached the checkpoint. Entering process 431.
Replacing targets with Type G
It's
drones.
like Jason
Commencing
drones. Yeah, so now they've replaced all the enemies with Gnosis. Chief has changed the settings on the target drones. The next target is keep the sound. So it will only respond if you make a loud noise. You move quietly if you hold down the R2 button. Also, that thing behind you is a save point. Press the circle button there and you can save your progress. Make good use of it. So yeah, you can solid snake your way through this game by just walking. Footsteps are louder if you're running, but if you walk, you can sneak up on things. In this game, of course. But what is my save state button? Oh, it's wow, that's new. There's a fucking menu and everything. I just wanted to save state beforehand because there's a problem where save points will actually crash the game, and if you're interested in knowing why it does that, it's because the picture right there, it saves like a JPEG in every location that you save at, so it's going to look different every time you save the game. But it saves a JPEG there, and previous iterations of the emulator, it would just crash the game, but they finally figured that out. There were a few save points that you could save at, but yeah, that's completely fucked everything up. At least I think it's a JPEG. It's some kind of picture file type. There's also enemies hiding in containers, which kind of sucks because there's also items in there, so you don't know if you attack, you're going to get something good or bad. Yeah, Shion, she's just not that good at attacking. Now, her ether abilities, on the other hand, really good. So I'm actually going to rely on KOS-MOS here to do most of the damage. Because if you go to do eggs, actually I can't do it in this battle. I don't know why. But she's not going to be able to do good damage without using eggs. I think there's like a point where you can farm where it's just really good to use it. We haven't really got much into the story at all. Chief, items aren't the only things that are inside containers. Yeah, we gotta get through this tutorial first. Are you forklift certified? Not anymore, because forklift was a score. Alright, we discovered segment address number 10. Can I open that yet? Alright, so this is a side quest throughout the entire game. Find keys to open these doors, and there's items inside every single one of them, so it does help to hunt them down, and it helps to make this game a little bit more non-linear. You know, there's always a story that you're going to be going through, and that's going to progress everything and dictate your dungeons and stuff, but this has kind of like a Dragon Quest design where You know, you can get like the magic key and the prison key later on to unlock things. You can go back to Ares if you remember that there's things there. Things that can help you. Now I can unlock the door. Lock has been removed. Oh, actually, I might want to fight that. Aha! You got me.
Get out of my way, or else.
Actually, might be another one in the outside as well. This is just for completion's sake. Airborne enemies. Against airborne enemies, use triangle direct line attacks. You cannot use square close range attacks. No, I don't want to heal. So yeah, we can't punch these guys right here. Alright, more points. How many points do I have? Now, those guys are relatively
Enemies
easy to
have been
vanquish.
exterminated.
I think there are 3 different Gnosis types, and I'm gonna kill all of them just for completion's sake. There is it's called encyclopedia or database in this game. And one of the things that you can fill out is the different, not every enemy, it's only the Gnosis you can encounter in the game, and I think there's only 18 different Gnosis, but I think some of them are missable, actually. If you're not really paying attention, you can miss them, and not be able to finish out the bestiary. At least for the Gnosis, they don't keep track of the biological damage in this game. They don't give you any data on them. Hey, that was incredibly uncalled for. Don't ever do that again. Now, I was talking about Gnosis enemies and them being incredibly annoying. The reason that they are incredibly annoying is because the boost mechanic. I kind of got lucky there. Every Gnosis has a thing called counter boost. And what happens is that when you attack them, they have a chance to activate counter boost, which, allows them to cut in line and get their next action. And they just spam that with reckless abandon. It gets really fucking annoying. So yeah, you'll probably hear me complain about that at some point. Not really wasting those. Just keep in mind they're just going to drop so many med packs and stuff that I will lose track of it, and I really won't have to buy any from the store.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. I'll actually take a good long look at these guys as soon as I don't think that the database is available yet. I'm going to get a little farther than you to unlock it. Yeah, so you can die happily ever after, I might add. It's just not hurting them. Are they weaker against melee attacks? Although with Shion, her melee is weaker. With KOS-MOS, it makes sense that her melee attack is so much stronger. I'm just going to put this out there. She weighs 300 kilograms. If she hits somebody, most people are going to get ragdolled by that shit. Or is it 150? I don't know. It's either 150 or 300 kilograms. It doesn't matter. Either one of those, you're getting fucked up.
My external appearance is down 5%. Shion,
I think it is the 300 one, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to check. They give so much information about this game. Alright, we insert the mission key. Go fight the boss, but I better top off before going in there. No! Why would you do that? Controls. Betray me once again. But I'll just do something. What's that noise? Then I will top her off and pick her path. Again, they just spam those with reckless abandon, so either actually should not be concerned in this game. Either loss, you know. Does it say shift plus F2? What the fuck? Did I just hit F1? Okay, save slot, whatever.
Here we go. What's going on?
A brand new network is being created within the KOS-MOS mainframe. We've never had a reaction like this before. This is incredible. I've never seen the net grow so fast. Look at it, sir. Portions of the encephalon map are evolving. What the?
Alan, I'm going to engage the target. Make sure you capture all the data.
What? You cannot engage right now. You're tapped into KOS-MOS perception. It's too unstable.
Don't worry. We can pull it off.
What do you mean, don't worry? Chief?
Yeah, we can pull it off. We've got this. Alan is the battle.
I've come this far. I can't lose now.
So yeah, this is the Drone GX. It's actually pretty easy. But I did say eggs are useful in the beginning. So I will have her get her eggs actually, because it doesn't really matter which position I take. So my goal is to waste him. Now this is a boss, but one of the things that I want to do is waste him on a special point of Lycon, because bosses do give more points than normal enemies, and until I get to a certain point in the game, it's really not that easy to get points, so I really want to waste them on the special points of Lycon. Thank goodness he missed, because that probably would have been a critical. Oh yeah, there we go. Double points, not the best, but I'll take it. You can either get 2, 4, or 10 times the points. If I get lucky, I will kill a boss on the times 10, and it will be glorious.
So far, so good. Shift target to real mode. We'll test the Hilbert effect.
What? Chief, you're supposed to follow the program.
KOS-MOS, activate Hilbert.
Roger. Activating Hilbert effect.
I knew this would happen. Status!
This is bad. Something's wrong in the encephalon. The whole thing could collapse at any moment.
What? What about the chief? Chief, you're in danger. Get out of there now.
Hold on. Just a little longer.
Chief!
Nerve impulse is in the limbic system. We've got kindling.
That's enough. Shut it down. Pull her out of there now.
Roger. Entering shutdown command. It's been rejected. The chief's overriding us. We can't control it from here.
What? 10 seconds to encephalon collapse. Sir! Damn it! Chief!
And he steals her.